I'm with 12-year-olds.
Yay! I like pudding.
All right, calm down. No need to be offensive, little girls. Welcome, everybody who's shown up for a reaction where I'm going to play some new tunes. I made, I think, 10 tunes this past week, and I know Doc's heard one of them, Sarge has heard one of them, and I think Connell may or may not have heard one of them. And we're going to take a listen to them. Now, because I'm using my stupid web player for this, I can't just go, oh, here's the song. I got to actually find it. So that's what we're going to figure out first. So I'm going to take care of that by going to the top of my list and figuring out what the first one was. Was it Heart on Fire? Oh, no. That's right. I think the first one was City of Steel, maybe?
Detroit?
No, City of Steel is for Falkenberg. But there's also Shadow Games. So it might have been Shadow Games was the first one. And then there was Thunder Run. Oh, so yeah, Thunder Run was the one I had the hard time. I made two versions of Thunder Run, and I honestly can't decide which one I prefer more. And everybody who I gave it to listen to, I literally got.
Oh yeah.
It was very fast for me.
I liked the A. I think it was A on Thunder Run. I liked.
No, you liked B.
Was it B?
Everybody here liked B.
Oh well. At least I'm in good company, I think.
Maybe.
Can I change my vote? No.
Can I get a refund?
What's wrong with you guys? Is there
We know each other.
Is there something? Is there like a bus accident or something? I don't know. All right. So the first song we're going to listen to is called "Nighttime Lover."
Ooh.
Nighttime Lovers. I just got to find it. That's the problem. So it's on a band called, because I got to go through the albums. I can't go through the list because of the way the web interface works. It screws everything up. So it's on the album Hunger. There it is. Found it. Beautiful. All right. And we got one song by them. So let me go ahead and share this up. Hi, Cody. Hi, Jerry. Hope you guys are doing all right. And there it is. That's the one I need to share. Boom. And
nice.
We're going to go ahead. Yeah, it's I'm pretty happy with that one. Let's nope, that's not what's supposed to happen. Yeah,
that is very
I'm in the wrong. There we go. That's where I wanted to be. All right, so we're going to go ahead and listen to Hunger, and then we're going to do our Nighttime Lovers, and we're going to do our reaction to it.
worlds collide. Twisted games we never hide. Sweat and leather, pulse and pain. Morning light won't break the chain. Neon flickers, love astray. Whispers steal the dark away. Every touch is sharp and true. Every sin comes back to you. Nighttime lovers, we don't wait. Locked together, tempting fate. Heat is rising, floors aflame. Say my body, call my name. No confessions, no regrets. Every vow is just a Nighttime lovers, we don't wait. Locked together, tempting fate. Heat is rising, floors aflame. Say my body, call my name.
So yeah, I felt we hadn't done much 80s lately, so I decided to go super 80s. And Doc, you look like you couldn't have been more bored. I know that more poppy, dancey synth stuff really isn't your bag, but that's okay. Let's break it down. Let's start with. You're muted, by the way.
It reminded me a lot of what was it? Animotion. Do you remember
That's
that?
what I was going for. Hey, I was going for Obsession by Animotion. So perfect.
Oh, okay.
You are an obsession. You know that one. So yeah, okay. All right, fair. Anybody else got any comments?
Initially, I got a Stevie Nicks kind of vibe from the female.
The vocals, maybe. Sure.
The vocals remind me of Stevie Nicks, but yeah, Animotion definitely, or a very synthed up Fleetwood Mac.
Oh God, no. I'm going to disagree on that one, but that's okay. It's subjective, but no, it wasn't hippy dippy bullshit enough to be Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
As much as I love Fleetwood Mac, man. Okay, what? I'm just a fucking speed bump asshole. All right, Colin, what'd you think?
When I first started listening to it before the lyrics, I'm like, wow, this could be like the montage for walking into a nightclub back in the 80s. Then, it's one of those old movies where you walk in 80s movies where it's a montage of somebody walking into a bar, ordering a drink, you get the band in the background. It was very much 80s. I know. I agree with Doc. That's very much obsession type feel. Yeah, not exactly one of my top 5, but you're definitely getting more. Not saying that you're bad. You're just definitely getting better at the music and the lyrics by leaps and bounds. Every time we do this, you're just outrightly just blowing me away with your ability to get the lyrics and the music. I mean, that truly is a compliment.
I take it as one. Don't worry. You know, I take it as one. Listen, I listened to the stuff I made a year ago versus the stuff I make today. And some of the stuff from a year ago, I would never touch in a million years. It's really good. I would only want to remaster it to clean up some stuff. And that's when Suno Studio comes out. I might be able to do that, which would be really nice. But some of them are perfection. Many of them I want to go back and redo.
We'll find you on what's that app? Not Pandora. You need to.
Don't know what that is.
It's an music app that here in the States, so I can just go to my Pandora box, and it's like I will listen to Bears music.
Well, what the fuck? Thank you. Okay, stop, you son of a bitch! I hate this web player so much. All right, let's move on. I appreciate the feedback on that one. I'm not emotionally invested in that song, so I don't really care at the end of the day. It's just a song. It was to achieve a certain thing, which is I wanted an 80s synth pop dancey song that wasn't Crystal and the fucking Shimmers again, or Rain Demir or the Shimmers, Shimmer. So I did that. And now we've got, we'll wait for Doc to get his ears back on. Let me go ahead and start it, pause it, make it big. We We have a new Ragged Tiger song.
God.
The
Yeah.
Duran Duran of the Zenith universe.
Exactly. This one's called Neon and Velvet. So there
Only
we go.
2/3 of them have been arrested for, dodgy stuff.
This group? Okay. This guy lives in a castle now in Dundee, Scotland, where he just doesn't go out. No one knows anything about him. This guy died of a coke overdose in the 90s. This guy got knighted by the Queen and lives in I don't know, San Moritz or something. He lives in the British Virgin Isles now, and he has a yacht. This guy went missing, and this guy's in jail. There you go. There's you go, Carlo.
The reason why the guy's in jail is because of the one who went missing. I'm just
Oh. Hmm.
A little quick, like 2-minute behind the music there.
Yeah, little behind the music of the Zenith Universe. But here we go. Let's jump into it. This is Neon and Velvet.
Velvet shadows cut against the chrome. Neon sirens calling me back home. Kisses sharpened, hunger in disguise. Every truth is written in your eyes. Neon and velvet, wicked embrace, lust like a weapon carved on your face. Razor devotion burning inside, bodies colliding with nowhere to hide. Velvet whispers echo down the hall. Neon silence breaking every wall. Touch like fire, danger dressed in lace. Every move a gamble, every trade. Neon and velvet, wicked embrace, lust like a weapon carved on your face. Razor devotion burning inside, bodies colliding with nowhere to Backroom altar, smoke and wine, crossing the line, your soul into mine. Velvet submission, neon command. Fall to the rhythm, obey my hand. Neon and velvet, wicked embrace, lust like a weapon carved on your face. Razor devotion burning inside, bodies colliding with nowhere to hide. Velvet ruins painted with the flame. Neon kingdoms crowned without a name. Nothing holy, nothing left to save. Love is the prison, lust is the grave. Neon and velvet, wicked embrace, lust like a weapon carved on your face. Razor devotion burning inside.
before you say anything, you need to know this was not originally supposed to be on this album. It was from an earlier soundtrack for a movie called The Countess, which was a vampire film about a lesbian vampire who comes to America. And this song was used in the amazing dance floor sequence where she seduces our protagonist and through dance in a club. The interesting side part of that was that the stunt coordination on that was done by Crash Collins. So that.
Yeah, I was actually, as I was listening to it, I like pictured this is like from an 80s movie where somebody's like stalking somebody to like strobe lights in a club and a gunfight breaks out. That's like exactly what.
There you go. That's
my
those.
head.
Well, you're a whole lot nicer than where my head was taking this song.
Where was your head going?
It sounds like the British/Welsh version of Boy George album back.
Boy George?
Yeah.
Culture Club?
Yeah. Don't hurt me, but more violent.
Okay. All right. Fair. All right.
A little bit more masochist,
Dan?
a little bit more sadist, less masochist.
Okay. Fair.
Um,
How about you, Sergeant Dan?
Part of my own background, of course, Gen X. There were two girls in high school that loved Duran Duran, and they were obnoxious about it. So I really did not like Duran Duran in their heyday, but I've come to like it now because I'm away from that. But this reminds me of "Hungry Like the Wolf."
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
The way the lyrics, in the driving, it's a little more metal, like a little more hard rock than Duran
Very
Duran
much.
is.
Yeah.
But it's still you can hear that vibe with it.
So when you listen to Duran Duran's complete catalog as opposed to just the hits, you'll find there were a lot of guitar-driven songs in there as well. Just the A&R guys would always pick the dancey pop stuff or the sultry, songy stuff to go. But there was some good. The Taylor boy, I can't remember if it's Andy. Which one was the guitarist? He was really a good
That was Andy Taylor, the guitar.
Yeah, he was a really talented guitarist, which we eventually
Roger
saw.
was the drummer.
Well, yeah. So which was the one? It was Andy that went to Power Station. Yeah, it was Andy Taylor with what's his name? Robert
Palmer.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah,
And you can really hear
Palmer.
Andy's guitar on stuff like "Bang It Gong, Get It On."
Yeah,
You can
That was
hear
a really
he-
good version of that song. It was much better than the
Fuck yeah,
T-Rex.
it was much better.
All
All right, we're sorry. Go ahead, Connell. Go ahead.
Going back, just looking at the cover and listening to the song, I was just kind of joking around in my head, making like a cold case murder mystery podcast just from that album. Just looking. Well, three of these guys, one guy had two.
Behind the music, Cold Case Files.
Yeah.
Behind the Cold Case Files, Music Edition.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just like, well, this guy died. This one's locked away in his castle, and this one's in prison. It was a love triangle gone wrong. And if you have,
I'm not even gonna touch that, but there's a Seville contact. There's a what's his name? Seville. What was the fucking guy's name? The British TV show, kids show host.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile, that's
Yeah.
it. There's a Jimmy Savile connection in there somewhere. If it was more modern, we'd be saying there was an Epstein connection. Okay,
Right.
moving on. We're going to change gears dramatically. Now, I think one of you has heard this for sure from last night on the Top 40. We featured as one of the new musics. This is Angel of Victory, which is by Samantha Smythe, who previously we have Guardian of the Night from, which I don't know if you guys have heard, but I've played it many times on the non-stuff back in the day. And this is actually a song about Amanda Reese, Lady America / Now Victory.
British.
Yeah, she's my Kate Bush meets Captain Nemo. Sarah Brightman.
Moves like thunder when the storm has died. A silent strength, no spotlight could provide. The world remembers banners, steel and flame, but not the weight she carried with no name. Her vow was forged where breaking might begin. Her grace was carved into the bone of sin. She was never ours to hold or claim, only the hush that follows flame. She bore the names the lost can't speak, the angel of victory, fierce, unique. Each act of mercy left its hidden scar. She saved the world and left herself afar. The tears would fade, the stories turn to dust. She kept her faith when faith betrayed its trust. No crown of laurel, only blood and pain. Her legacy, a lantern in the rain. Lay the banners down, don't make her bleed for glory. Truth runs deeper than the fables in a story. She did not come to conquer, only stand. A beacon burning steady in her hand. When triumph tastes of loss, you start to see the cost of grace and legacy. The angel of victory. If she were asked what years could not forgive, she'd say, hold fast, the point of life is to live. Teach the young to carry what we bore, leave the medals locked in a drawer. She was never ours to hold or claim, only the hush that follows flame. She bore the names the lost can't speak, the angel of victory, fierce, unique. Now younger hands are reaching for the skies, their shadows long, their hopes still in their eyes. She steps aside so others face the dawn. Her battles end, their battles carry on. The tide rolls out, her footprints mark the sea, a map of what it means to still be free. Lay the banners down and lift the broken higher. Pass the torch without the choir. Not for myth, but for humanity, for grace, for scars, for dignity. When triumph tastes of loss, we start to see the cost of truth and legacy. The angel of victory. In the silence after fire, we walk the path she made entire. In the silence after fire.
Yes, I know it sounds like a James Bond song. Okay, now they got that out of the way. Start with Connell. Let's start with Connell.
If somebody ever made a musical of Queen Boudica from the
Mhm.
Celts,
Mhm.
I can definitely see using this person, as writing most of it. It's elegant. The one nice thing I can say about the British when it comes to the English language and their ability to sing, it is crisp, it is clean, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. But
And
what about this song?
that's what
What
I'm
this
getting to.
song?
This song reminded me of that. This is the reason why I thought of Queen Boudica, is because
Okay.
the way she talked, it's not about the myth. It's about you and me. It's about giving yourself. And she's talking about a woman. And granted, I know this is about a hero in your universe that you made,
Sure.
but this could translate over to so many historical women throughout history. Boudica was just the first one popping in my mind because she sounds British. You got Big Ben and the shit tower next to it, so that's where my brain went.
Okay. Sergeant Dan, Doc, either of you want to jump on?
Go ahead, Doc.
Well, I was. It sounded to me, for one thing, it sounded like something that belonged like in a musical play, like something you'd hear on stage. Kind of
Okay.
had that energy to it. It
Operatic.
actually kind of. It didn't really remind me of Kate Bush. It almost sounded like Celine Dion covering a Bonnie Tyler song.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
Bonnie Tyler,
So
Jim
the-
Steinman writing
Hang on. So the first question I have to ask you, yes, Bonnie Tyler was the inspiration for this, just in case you're wondering for some of it. But have you guys ever listened to Sarah Brightman?
I can't place it.
The only song you would know by her is either Captain Nemo, which was her biggest hit, and then she did that version of Conte Partirò with the opera guy, not Pavarotti, but the other one.
Right.
Time to say goodbye.
I'm sure I've
So
heard
Sarah
her
Brightman.
last-
Sarah Brightman is very operatic in the way she
Yeah.
sings.
Yeah. Didn't she do a stint on Phantom of the Opera? She might
I don't
have.
know. I'm not a theater queen like you. I don't know.
Hey, that's not very nice. But thanks for coming, Queen.
It was funny. Oh my god, bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I get what you're saying. So you felt it was very theatrical, and then you felt it was Bonnie. What was it? Bonnie Tyler? No, Celine Dion doing a cover of a Bonnie Tyler song or Bonnie
Yeah.
Raitt song.
Bonnie Tyler,
Yeah.
the
Bonnie Tyler,
Welsh
yeah.
chick, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
The heart, yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
Holding out for a hero, yeah,
just
yeah.
very like grandiose, kind of like bellowing kind of songs.
Yes, that is the one thing I don't like about the song, but I appreciate it has to be there. It's just like when it's over, I just want to go, lady, stop yelling at me. Just stop. Sergeant
Yeah.
Dan, anything to add?
No, you saw my comment from the countdown
Yeah, dude, I also that was like 24 hours ago. Remind me.
about it being a Bond theme.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
I can see the 60s, early 70s psychedelic type opening with all the women
The
strutting
silhouettes of the naked
it. Yeah,
chicks.
and all that stuff.
It does. That's fair. It does. I mean, it does sound like a Bond song, which is not horror. That's not a bad thing. It
there's
just
some very good Bond songs.
it's
Okay.
not a theme song. It's a
It's
yeah.
an opening song to the next installment of whatever the movie is.
yeah.
It's the end credits. It's the end credits.
Yeah.
Well, you had what was it? The one Paul
Welcome.
McCartney did.
Live and Let Die.
Yeah, and then one of the later Bonds with guy from Soundgarden doing it. But it's those openings where you have the initial riff to the Bond theme, and then it goes into something like this, in all the opening credit scenes with the silhouettes and the splashing and the psychedelics. It's really good. And again, Bonnie Tyler. I can see Jim Steinman writing something like this too, very poignant
Okay.
and stuff, and then having that female lead just give her everything she's got.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. All right. We're going to listen to both versions of Thunder Run now. Because I want to really get into them, because I literally I know which way I lean, but I'm not 100%. So this is version A.
Yeah, rolling loud.
Okay, so that's version A of Thunder Run. Discuss. Start with Sergeant Dan this time. Muted. You're muted.
I pulled a Doc Flamingo.
Nice. Now
Um,
make your nose whistle and click a pen. Anyway, keep going.
Is this from the same group that does Velvet Room?
Velvet Vice, yes. Cherry
Velvet
Man.
Vice? Okay. Very Motley Crue.
It's based on Kickstart My Heart.
I was
very
wondering.
Motley Crue, and yeah, I was a Crue head from early '80s,
Okay.
and no, his rocking, the guitar licks. I mean, driving that hair metal LA style.
Yeah.
No, it would have been something I would have been listening to in high school.
Okay. Doc Flamingo.
I think I'm more sold on B now. That I've heard this one again. Just because it's not bad, it just feels standard
Yes. Okay.
more
That's
so than
interesting.
the other one. I think that's.
Well, we're going to listen to the other one next, so you're going to be able to test that theory. So, All right. I see what you're saying. I hear your point. Any other points?
I agree with
Not you, Connell. I'm finishing up with Doc first. Hang on.
No,
Any
I
else,
think
Doc?
that's basically what came across to me this time.
So it feels like bog standard hair metal.
Yeah, it feels very predictable.
Okay, Connell, go ahead.
I was listening to it the other day when you sent it via Discord. The entire time I'm like thinking Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart. That's actually funny as hell because that was what reminded me of. It was fun. I mean, that's just if you're a guy's biker at all, this is a song right up your alley. Fun song. I mean, I see what Flamingo saying where it's not cookie cutter 80s glam rock, but it does kind of fit in the category right next to that.
Okay.
Not
Well, let's
saying
listen to version B. How about we do that? Does that sound good? That sounds good.
Sounds good.
Version B. Version B.
Rolling loud, rolling mean, chrome and leather, gasoline now. Engine screaming down the midnight track, steel and thunder never looking back. Black tops burning, sparks ignite. Ride or die, we own the night. Faster, harder, never done. Blood and fire in the sun. Thunder run, hearts collide. Living wild on the edge tonight. Burning wheels and reckless fun. Ride forever on the thunder run. Leather angels with their lips aflame. Every kiss a dangerous game. Red line roaring, fever high. Fists of freedom, tearing sky. Faster, harder, never done. Blood and fire in the sun. Thunder run, hearts collide. Living wild on the edge tonight. Burning wheels and reckless fun. Ride forever on night, chasing madness in the neon light. No regrets, no setting sun. We'll die screaming on the thunder run. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 rolling loud, rolling mean, chrome leather, gasoline. Oh, yeah.
All right. That's version B. Doc, you start this time.
Make sure I'm live. Definitely B. Definitely B is
Okay.
the better one. It's
Why?
the first. How to even describe the first? Almost sounds just like tearing down a straightaway, and this is like got curbs and climbs
Okay.
and drops to it. It's the first. It's like this. The singer in the first version is trying to be a badass, and then the second he's just like being like kind of joyous and doing what he wants, and he's like it seems less affected somehow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Connell.
It feels more honest and like kind of like high spirited as opposed to look at me, I'm super bad kind of.
Okay. Connell.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Turn.
The flamingo factor.
The first one was fun. The first one is incredibly fun. This one feels more. What's the word I want to use? More confident. He was definitely more confident when he's singing it. It's
Okay.
more. Yeah, I'm gonna say confident is probably the
Okay.
good way to. But it's a biker bar song. It's. Who was the guy? He was an American guy that used to do jumps over caverns and all that kind of.
Evil Knievel.
Evil Knievel.
Where were you when he was doing his thing? I mean, you wrote his theme song for him.
Okay, fair enough. Thunder Run is Evil Knievel's theme song. Got it. All right, Sergeant Dan.
I got to agree with Doc. The first one, great. It is good. But it sounds like that the corporate folks got a hold of the band. The B sounds like they're hungry. They're wanting to make it. They got to put more into it because they're not there yet. And so it has this better punch to it.
Okay.
It's a more hungry punch because they're not there yet. A sounds like we made it. We're doing this because it's our job and we're making money.
So for me, now having them listen to them back to back again, I prefer A. And the reason I prefer A is because it is exactly what Cherry Vandal is. Fun. Cherry Vandal is not here to make any artistic statements. They're not here. They sing songs about strip clubs, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is about driving a motorcycle and the women that are attracted to motorcycle driving, right? So A feels more like Cherry Vandal's song, where B feels like Tommy Ray going, fuck these assholes, I'm going to cover their song and do it better than them. You see the difference?
Yeah.
Right? Because Tommy, even though Tommy sets himself up as I'm the fun, I'm David Lee Roth, for fuck's sake. He's a veteran fucking musician by this point in time, having done years with King in Yellow and building up credibility, and then just wanting to do fun shit and not sing about fucking Cthulhu anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's so B feels more like Tommy's response to them, so much so that I'm now going to take B and make a cover of it with Tommy Ray as the persona to see what it sounds like. So we'll listen to that one next time we do this. Let's see what that sounds like.
I'm kind of curious with Crimson Kiss. You said there's one member in that band always writes a song about her motorcycle.
No, that's in Crystal and the Shimmers.
Crystal,
Rain.
I want her to do it.
You want to hear Rain do a song? You want to do a cover of fucking Thunder Run?
Yeah.
All right, next time we do the show, it's going to be 18 covers of Thunder Run.
It's still worse than the 18 covers of Lipstick Grenade we went.
22, sir. 22. Get it right. All right, fair enough. By the way, guys in the chat, you're all here. Feel free to comment, by the way. We'll absolutely engage with you. I mean, I know you're having fun, but feel free to comment. It's absolutely fun. Okay, next up, we're going to go to Ali Dean, who we had that song from her For All previously. And this is a new song from her called Shadow Games. Now, Doc, this is a little more poppy, so you're probably going to hate it, but that's okay.
You sure this is not the James Bond song, Shadow Games?
No, this is not the James Bond song, Shadow Games, you ass. I'm going to get coffee while this is playing.
I hear your footsteps crawling through the hall. Whispers dripping like they know it all. Every smile's a mask you wear. Every truth is a poison snare. Shadow games, nothing's what it seems. Trust is broken, tangled in the seams. Every glance cut sharp as knives. Living lies are stealing lives. Cold confessions hidden in your eyes. Every promise just another disguise. Silhouettes where the silence bleeds. Love's a hunger that no one feeds. Shadow games, nothing's what it seems. Trust is broken, tangled in the seams. Every glance cut sharp as knives. Living lies are stealing lives. Can't escape the eyes that watch me fall. Reflections move, but there's no one at all. Locked inside a hollow glass. Every truth becomes a mask. Shadow games, nothing's what it seems. Trust is broken, tangled in the seams. Every glance cut sharp as knives. Living lies are stealing Empty faces crowd the mirrored room. Every secret carving out its tomb. Run in circles, nowhere left to hide. Even love turns against your side. Shadow games, nothing's what it seems. Trust is broken, tangled in the seams. Every glance cut sharp as knives. Living lies are stealing lives. Shadow games, they call my name. Every lover plays the same. Shadow
All right. Who wants to start? Connell? Yes, it's your turn.
I like the music. The lyrics are interesting.
Okay.
It feels themey. It
Yeah.
does feel like it's attached to a spy movie of some sort. It not being James Bond.
Actually, Games was a very, very successful spy movie that was actually shot in and around the environs of Falkenberg, and Crash Collins actually had a speaking role in which he was nominated for a Razzie as worst actor.
I mean, there's been a few movies I've seen over the years where the soundtrack is definitely better than the movie.
That would be a very good statement for Shadow Games. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it feels like it's a theme from a movie. It's not bad. I like the music. It'd be interesting with different lyrics if we could just keep the music, but change out the. I don't know.
You can. You absolutely can. I agree. The thing I like is when I've made the first Ali Dean song for all, she does this thing with her voice where she'll be like, yeah, like she does that weird sort of like, you know, I don't know. There's a term for it, I'm sure, where they're singing
or something.
And then they kind of go like they almost sound like they're going hoarse as they sort of switch pitch in the middle of the note, and I love that because it's like it's great, you know.
I think that trans. I used to know it. I used to do chorus. I should know this shit.
Yeah, whatever. When you think of it, just shout it out like a maniac. Doc, what'd you think of that? Now knowing that Crash.
Transition.
What? Sorry, what? Transition. You're
transitioning from one note to the other. It's I think that's it doesn't matter. Move on. I'm sorry.
That's okay, thank you. I knew it would be a brain fart moment, so I just opened the door for you. Go ahead, Doc.
Well, Shadow Games was no Explodifier 2, the Explode But it was a fine film.
There was an awful lot of talking in Shadow Games where Explodifier was an awful lot of explosions. Yeah.
It reminded me of like a ton of those like female 80s songs that just kind of like was real big on MTV for a month and then kind of disappeared.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
That kind of like female like power vocal thing that got really big for a little while.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, Sergeant Dan.
Yeah, it's the power vocal female, like Doc said, because that's Bonnie Tyler again. And great songs.
Motels, missing persons. Yeah, there was a ton of that stuff. Yeah.
And it just it's a good song. Solid song. I can picture that hitting mid-grade on the top 40 in the Zenith universe.
Yeah.
And then everybody will be sitting around 20 years later. Yeah, you remember that song?
Oh my God, let's do the karaoke. And then they massacre it because they suck and they don't have a range.
She's now like a cat lady living in somewhere outside of like Portland.
No, she's not. She's a songwriter.
Oh, okay.
Like she had her brief moment in the sun and now she writes songs for other people to turn into hits, right? Exactly. There you go. All right. Let's go to Falkenberg and let's hear the latest from Jack Redding, City of Steel. Ready? Jack ready? Get it? Jack Redding? Are you ready? No?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is for the Falkenberg people.
Ash in the air, smoke on the tide. Hard years have come, but we're still alive. Hands on the line, faces aflame. Every scar we carry whispers the name. Steel in our blood, fire in the street. Dreams on our backs, grit in our teeth. This is the city of steel, where the strong hold fast when the hurt turns real. Raise your voice, let the skyline sing. The old smoke stands through everything. Sirens at dusk, a shift never ends. Neighbors like family, strangers as friends. Smoke from the stacks, Sparks in the sky, we build, we break, we rise, we try. Steel in our blood, fire in the street, dreams on our backs, grit in our teeth. This is a city of steel, where the strong hold fast when the hurt turns real. Raise your voice, let the skyline sing. The old smoke stands through everything. Through the fire, through the rain, we keep moving, we bear the strain. Through the ashes, through the pain, the old smoke rises again. This is the city of steel, where the strong hold fast when the hurt turns real. Raise your voice, let the skyline sing. The old smoke stands through everything. This is the city of steel, born in the struggle, bound by the deal. Raise your hands, let the skyline roar. The old smoke lives forevermore. City of steel, we are the old smoke, forever real.
All right, we didn't need to go into the endless chord, but there we are. All right, so Sergeant Dan, you're starting us off.
Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. That-
It's an American storm. You're running at full speed. Yeah, okay, I hear you.
that's it. If that's what you were going for, you did a really good.
It's so Jack Redding is meant to be John Cougar when he was John Cougar
Right.
and Bob Seger. He's meant to be that fusion, that Rust
Okay.
Belt sound, that Midwest sound, right?
Yeah.
We've got Bobcat
Detroit-
Brooks that does it, and now we got these guys. This guy. So
Well, and Bobcat Brooks is more like Jersey, Philly. This has definitely got a Midwest feel to it, like John Cougar, like Bob Seger.
go ahead.
Detroit, Gary, Cleveland. So
Erie. It's Erie. It's Falkenberg, the old smoke. All right, Doc, what do you think?
you're muted.
My turn. It was definitely got Bob Seger vibes from it. I really like the slide guitar. It definitely picked up for me when that kicked in. I was kind of.
I noticed. You're like,
This is kinda there.
ooh.
I really like that part.
Mm-hmm. All right, Connell.
You got everybody's basically beat me to what I was thinking. If Detroit ever needs somebody to write them a theme song for old Detroit, this would be it. It's folky. It's honest for a town like that. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I gotta figure out some alternate stuff to do with this guy, because otherwise every song seems to be about Falkenberg, and I'm like, well, that's nice. It's like maybe he could do something else. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see what comes up for that. All right, cool. So overall, it's a keeper. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna go to Gulf City, Pensacola, and we've got Crystal and the Shimmers in Union City. They did Silverback Shine, right? So because Silverback was at the concert, saved them from El Gallo d'Oro. Now they're like, oh, we did a song with them.
Oh yeah.
So the other pop princess of the Zenith universe in the 80s is Dee Dee, right? The song about on the run with her robot man she made, who turns into a superhero and all that stuff. And she's very poppy, sort of, what have you. So of course she's like, well, fuck this. I need to do a song about a superhero.
Captain
like Red
Saturn.
Tornado robot.
Captain Saturn.
That doesn't matter. The song isn't going into that detail. The point, she makes a man, and instead of being her lover, he runs off to save people in life all the time. That's that other song. This one now is called Saturn Rising, and it's about Saturn.
Gosh, it's really tough.
Signal flares across the sky. Shadows break and cities cry. Eyes of silver scan the seas, holding watch for you and me. Saturn rising, burning bright, guardian flame in the endless night. Saturn rising, standing tall, catches us when the heavens fall. From the Gulf, the storms roll near. Still he holds, we have no fear. Iron hands, a cosmic flame. Every soul he calls by name. Saturn rising, burning bright, guardian flame in the endless night. Saturn rising, standing tall, catches us when the heavens fall. Cosmic silence, voices call. He's the line that saves us all. Stars may fade and worlds may bend, but his watch will never rising, burning bright, guardian flame in the endless night. Saturn rising, standing tall, catches us when the heavens fall. Saturn rising, never gone, guiding light when hope is strong. Saturn rising, hear the vow, Gold City stands eternal now. Rising, rising, Saturn
Now, before you comment, I want you to take a moment to have sympathy for poor Captain Saturn, who after this song hit the airwaves had to hear, "Who is this Blanca puta singing about you, huh?"
I want to see the scene where the publicist has him and the singer sitting together, and Hurricane's just sitting off to the side steaming.
All right. I'm going to share a picture with you because I kind of made. I was going to do the same thing I did for Silverback for Captain Saturn. I was going to do the same sort of idea of making a short cut of the video and then having it be all of his images. And I want to show you 4 of the images because they're fucking hilarious. It's there, and I believe it's there. Am I in the right place? Let's find out as I look at my images. No, and I don't know where I put them, so we'll talk about the song while I look for them. So what do we think of the song?
Fun, poppy, it captures what she's trying to do. She's singing about her hometown hero. Mm-hmm. And as famous as Captain Saturn is, it makes sense. And no, it's a fun pop song.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Connell, any thoughts on that one?
It's a song.
Wow.
And that's like I see where you're going with this, and I understand it. It does track for the universe that you're running with superheroes. It tracks. I'm having a hard time not picturing Rosie Patel's. I said her name last night.
Rosie
Perez.
Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Just not chewing the ass out of this poor bastard.
Well, hang on. Let me show you some stuffs, okay? Before you continue, I'm gonna show you some stuff. So here's our first problem. He has to show up for an event at the Gulf City Breakers Festival, where he's on stage with her while she sings the song. And so, there he is with Dee Dee on stage, all's well, everything's good, what have you, which will then lead directly to this sequence where he is now being questioned by his lovely lady.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
But of course, at the end of the day, the problem is that, she does love him and she will always love him and they're very happy and it's all very nice and good. But then the song goes like super #1 and it's playing on the radio every day. And she has to hear this puta blanca singing about her man. And well, let's just say it's right back to this.
Okay.
All right, there you go. There'll be
There
like,
was a movie, a Nicolas Cage movie, that also has that same actress I was talking about. It Could Happen to You. Nicolas Cage plays a cop who wins the lottery.
okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah,
what you're
just
talking
change that guy's picture out for Nicolas Cage, the Saturn. It had, it writes,
Nicolas Cage as Captain Saturn.
yeah. It kind of writes itself as an offbeat, what the hell am I reading comedy?
about. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. That works.
No, you don't. You want me to tell me to shut the fuck up, but that's fine.
No, I actually don't want to tell you to shut the fuck up. It's fun because Saturn Rising is meant to be a fun, goofy, crazy, fun, stupid song.
I think the single should come with a Surgeon General's warning about type 2 diabetes.
Why do you just answer me this one question? Why do you hate pop music so much? What show me on the doll where pop music touched you. Like, please. Like, what the fuck happened, man?
You need to turn the doll around first.
Were you jumped by a fucking synchronized dance team or something? What happened?
A jazzercise at the mall.
Exactly. Did Tiffany break your heart? What the fuck? What happened, brother?
She looks like I want to like slap her in the face, except I'd be scared I'd like cut my hand to shreds and all this jagged hairspray.
Nice, man.
With every
right.
album that sold comes a pack of 12 insulin shots.
Lovely. All right, so the next one up is everyone commented on the DD song. I think I got everybody's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the next one is Heart on Fire, and it's by Dallas, who previously did Richard's Burn.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Heart on fire! Midnight racing, shadows on the run. Every kiss a spark that fuels the sun. Chains can't hold us, reason fades away. Danger calls and we obey. Every kiss ignites the flame. Every heartbeat calls your name. Heart on fire, burning wild. Fever love, untamed, defiled. No retreat,
Okay, now if you can guess the band that inspired that song, that's a point. If you can guess the song specifically that inspired that from that band, I'll give whatever game you're in, one of them for you, Doc, 100 karma for your character. Any
wow.
guesses?
I'm guessing Europe.
No, sorry. Sergeant Dan, any guesses?
Oh, so many hair bands to choose from.
Not a hair band.
Oh.
I'm guessing not Boys to Men, so
No, clearly not Boys to Men. You're very close, though. I mean, you're right on the cusp of not at all in fucking ballpark. So very well done. You're literally at the soccer pitch across town. That's right.
Yeah,
Shall I tell you?
I want to say Scorpions, but it's not Scorpions.
Nope. You're going too metal. It's rock. That's not metal. That's rock you're listening to.
it reminds
That's
me.
hard rock.
I know they classify as a hair banding, but it kind of reminds me of a Def Leppard.
Def Leppard's metal.
Is it? I thought they were a hair band.
No.
No,
They're from,
they're
they're from the UK, and B, hair bands are from LA. With a burning heart that's about to break.
Oh,
Survivor.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked? That's fucked. All right. What do you guys think of that?
Wait.
No, that's I liked it. That's good.
I could literally see the scene of the guy on the motorcycle coming over the hill on the highway at one point. Did that one? It was part of the montage of him getting, ready to take on the bad guy and win the day with his heart on fire. Doc, Connell, anything?
Now that you mention it, definitely does remind me of Survivor in that I hear it and I go, why?
Man, did Survivor hold you down? Well, fucking you got gang raped by a dance troupe.
I greatly prefer the Weird Al cover of of Eye of the Tiger to the original.
The Rye or the Kaiser.
Connell, anything useful to contribute?
no.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to get Survivor. Listen, I'm going through the lyrics in my head. Lyrically, I can see Survivor. Musically, that's not Survivor.
It's never going to be perfect, asswipe. Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
saying it should be. I'm trying. We can move on. I'm just trying to make that work in my head. I can think of okay. I can see Motley Crue singing that song.
That's the point of hard rock.
Right.
You can hear metal doing it. You can hear not. You can go all over, right? Because it's just middle of the road rock.
I think only songs I know, to be honest, only songs I can actually think that off bat that I know from Survivor is "Eye of the Tiger," and that's why I'm having such a hard time getting over that particular bridge.
But it's not based on Eye of the Tiger. It's based on their other song, With a Burning Heart.
Isn't
Yeah.
that from the
With a
sequel?
burning heart,
Isn't that-
it's
no.
about to
Didn't they
break.
change their singer at some point?
I don't know. I don't know the history.
Yeah,
of
they
Survivor.
did.
All right. We're going to go somewhere interesting. So one of the bands I have, and you've heard this, Doc, from last night. Not Doc, sorry, Sergeant Dan. One of the bands we have in the Zenith universe is called Velvet Harmony. And the backstory, the lore, the behind the music on them is that they're basically a Filipino band
Oh yeah.
who was inspired by 1940s GI swing type stuff, right? So I
Okay.
started making more songs for them, and one of the ones I wanted to make is based on the hero from the Golden Age called Dr. Dynamite. And Dr. Dynamite was a boxer who basically had TNT written on his shirt, and he'd knock you out with his punch. And then halfway through the Golden Age, he gets caught in a massive chemical explosion and develops an explosive punch power where he could punch you like actual TNT, right? So that was the whole point. So I made a song. It's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds of your life, but it is definitely swing big band.
Okay.
He was a fighter with fists of steel, Tracking down crime with an iron will. Rat season saboteurs learn somehow. Don't mess around when he's in town. Dr. Dynamite, biff bam pow. Hit me, honey, knock me out now. Doctor, thrill me somehow. Dr. Dynamite, biff bam pow. Caught in a blast, he rose from the flame. One lucky punch and he changed the game. Criminals scatter, villains take flight. Nobody stands against Dynamite. Dr. Dynamite, biff and pow. Hit me, honey, knock me out now. Doctor, thrill me somehow. Dr. Dynamite, biff and pow. Swing it left, swing it right. Boom goes the dynamite. Take me ringside, don't delay. Punch your way into my heart today. Dr. Dynamite, biff bam pow. Hit me, honey, knock me out now. Doctor, thrill me somehow. Dr. Dynamite, biff bam pow. Dr. Dynamite, biff and pow. Make me yours, I'll take the vow. Dr. Darling, teach me how. Dr. Dynamite, biff and pow. Biff, 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 bam, pow. Boom, 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 goes my heart. Biff, 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 bam, pow.
All right. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this one.
No, I do like big band swing.
Me too.
This is fun. This is something Mr. Amazing would actually listen to and reminisce about high school.
Well, I grew up with both my parents were born in the 30s, right? So I grew up listening to Andrew's Sisters and all that kind of stuff on top of country music. So it's I get it. Okay, Connell, any thoughts?
I heard this last night. I think I heard this one last night on your show. I think you played this. Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, now that I know a little bit of backstory, being a boxer myself, it's fun. I mean, it's fun.
Would you like to see a picture of Dr. Dynamite?
Sure.
Yes.
By all means.
Okay. Keep talking. I'm just going to look it up while you talk.
But every time I hear this will be the second time I'm trying the whole Biff Biff Bam, it just takes me back to
Biff Bam Pow.
Was it Batman from the 60s?
Yes.
And that's another one of those anyways, but no, I enjoyed the song. I like big bands. Back when I could, we had a place down in Nashville that did live big bands for swing dancing. I used to go do that at least twice a month. It's fun. This is a fun band. Their Bullets, you played another one last night.
Yeah, Bullet in Your Gun and a Plane. Yeah. It was
the
by Warbond song.
Yeah, I like big bands. It's a shame. It really is a shame in real life that these things has died out the way it has. I mean, there's still bands out there to do this, but they're few and rare between, and you have to be in the particular right city to have them.
Yeah, Brian Setzer was doing.
Brian
Setzer
Setzer does that stuff exactly. So this was the original piece I did using this thing called Fabrica de Helios from Brazil. So it's in the DC animated style, and I couldn't quite get the chest logo the way I wanted to, but it was nice to have. Then I had an artist that I paid money to, for all you people who hate that I use AI for stuff, do a really cool picture, which was this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And then he did another one because he wasn't happy with that one, and sadly the chest isn't right. But he did this one as well. And it's Dr. Dynamite, Biff Bam Pow. So there you go. Yeah.
I looked the last picture. I was like looking at that's a hell of a freaking hook. Where's he going with that,
dude? He was a Golden Gloves. He was a champ. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? It's
that was really fun. I like that one. I could picture him being like some like peripheral character, like on the Venture Brothers, and them doing like a flashback montage from like the 40s.
Well, what I really love about that song when I was doing the lyrics was I was like, it's the 40s. the whole idea of her saying "punch your way into my heart" is just going to play in a different way in the modern age. You know what I mean? Like, it's the
Drill
40s.
me now I think was another line in that. Drill me, baby, or drill me now. I'm like, oh my god.
No, I don't think I wrote that. Hang on, let me check my lyrics. Hang on. I got 2 more from them I'm going to play for you guys because I really like what I did with them. Bubba, he was a fighter with fists of steel. Thrill me somehow.
Oh, I heard drill me, so you know, I was like,
Yeah, you're drill me now, and you're like, yeah, driller. Fucking- why you got to turn shit into a Brazzers video, man? What's wrong with you? All right, so there was the first one I did was long time ago, Alien Hero. Another one I did for them, I got two more I'm going to play for you. The other one I did for them was Wings of the Sparrow, which is about the heroine Silver Sparrow.
Up on the skyline, cutting the air, silver sparrows flying there, gloves of justice, heart of flame. Every crook still fears her name. Wings of the sparrow, sharp and fast, striking first and striking last, bold and fearless, stealing the show. Wings of the sparrow, watch her fly, watch her go. Smoke on the rooftops, crime on the run. She won't stop till the fight is done. Grace and fury, sharp and true. Silver sparrows coming through. Wings of the sparrow, fierce and free, legend written in history. Bold and fearless, stories still grow. Wings of the sparrow, watch her fly, watch her go.
Clap your hands and swing those shoes. Bad girls and boys have got to choose. Face the sparrow or face the fall.
Silver wings are gonna catch 'em all.
Wings of the sparrow, watch her fly, watch her go. Wings of the sparrow, sharp and fast, striking first and striking last, bold and fearless, stealing the show. Wings of the sparrow, watch her fly, watch her go. Bop, bada, bop, bop. Wings of the sparrow.
So that one's just fun. Hang on. There's the one. Okay, this one we'll come back to, but I want to hear what you guys think of Wings of the Sparrow.
Oh,
You're
it's
muted.
fun.
Doc, you're muted.
Lots of fun, actually. Very, bouncy and just good time music.
I'd also like to point out Silver Sparrow did not fly. So it's even funnier than this song. She's like, look at her fly. And it's like she was literally in Bay City using jiu-jitsu against Nazi saboteurs and Japa Nazis and stuff like that. It's like, and she had her, here's the fun part. She had her sidekick, Grasshopper. Wink. What do you think was going on in 1944? 43, 44. Hi, Beans. Come on. You want to come over? You might as well come over. You're going to be out in the otherwise. What do you think of it, Doc? Sorry.
Oh no, it bouncy fun. You can see them, the kids swinging it with their
Sorry,
zoot
Sergeant.
suits. Thank you.
Yes, the zoot suits. Yes.
Zoot suit riot.
Chicks getting thrown up in the air, legs going high, stockings on display. Yes. I assure you, big band had its place. Connell?
I like the song. Lyrically, there's a part of it. I've heard it twice, and it's the guy part where the guy is singing, and it's like fall. It's just I don't know. It was interesting. It's interesting lyrically,
No.
and I enjoy it.
Okay. I need my arms back. Can I have my arms back?
No, because I want to take a nap, or I'm going to bite you right
Okay.
there.
Go play with your brother. Bye. Let gravity work. See ya. Okay. This is about the toughest cat in town.
Down in Cap South, where the nights run loud, my baby walks proud through the toughest crowd. Step aside, boys, better clear that street. No one stands tall when they face his beat. He's the toughest cat in town, cat in town. When he swings, the big shots all fall down. Heroes not in hoods, back down. That's my baby, the toughest cat in town. From the rail yards down to the old canal, every copper tips his cap, every thug knows well. He's got fists like thunder, a smile like sin. When the night gets mean, he's the one who wins. He's the toughest cat in town, cat in town. When he swings, the big shots all fall down. Heroes not in hoods, back down. That's my baby, the toughest cat in town. Bang, slam, boom, hear the brass explode. Pow, bam, crash. Every street he owns in Cap South shadows, he wears the crown. The streets all whisper, toughest cat in town. He's the toughest cat in town. Town. Step aside when my man comes round. From Cap South's alleys to the bright downtown. That's my baby, the toughest cat in town. Toughest cat. Oh yeah, he's mine.
Boom. Fun, eh?
No,
It makes me want to do the one thing I've never pulled the trigger on, which is run an actual Golden Age campaign set during, like, right before World War II and then into World War II. And I've never had the balls to pull it off. But man, that stuff makes me want to do it. Doc, any thoughts? You're muted.
I didn't like it as much as the other two from them, but it was definitely a fun song. It reminded me of oh God, what the hell is it? She had some weird name. She did like a really famous cover of Girl from Ipanema, Astrad or something, when she did like the more high energy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Connell?
Out of the songs I've heard from this band, it's not a bad song. It's definitely it's not one of my favorites. It would be fun to dance to. The energy energy from it would be, if you even just took out the lyrics and just the music, the energy from this song, Dance for Swing, would be neck breakingly great. It's fast.
Yeah, it's very fast. Sarge? Dan?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, again, another fun, bouncy, big band song. If you ever want to do that Golden Age campaign, let me know. I'd like to play
Yeah,
it.
shut up, fucking players.
I'm waiting for the occult game, honestly.
All right, lick me where I poop. Thank you.
You know what? The
All right.
voice reminds me a lot of Lulu, actually.
Lulu?
She did She's To Sir with Love, The Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's her name. Fuck, it's not Lulu.
Yeah, that's Lulu.
Man with the Golden Gun was someone's. What the fuck? Who was the lady who did that song? Man with the Golden Gun song, please, not the movie. The song was done by. Oh, it is Lulu. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought for some reason it was For some reason I thought it was Nancy Sinatra, but she did a different Bond song. Yeah, cool. There you go. All right. Well, there you go. Listen, Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, shut up. All right. We're going to go on to this may be the last one. I can't remember if I did any more after this one. No, this is the last one. It's by my favorite band, Midnight Dreams, who do Days of Wonder. This is called Cold at Midnight.
Headlights cut through glassy rain. Every street remembers pain. Billboards flicker, colors fade. Neon saints I never prayed. It's cold at midnight. No voice but mine. Chasing echoes down the power lines. Cold midnight. The city weeps. Neon burns. While the whole world sleeps. Windows hum with static light. Radio ghosts drift out of sight. Every corner holds a face. Every shadow takes your place. It's cold at midnight. No voice but mine. Chasing echoes down the power lines. Cold midnight. The city weeps. Neon burns. While the whole world sleeps. Fading sirens, hollow sound, dreams like ash on broken ground. Every mile, the silence grows. Every light, a wound that shows. It's cold at midnight. No voice but mine. Chasing echoes down the power lines. Cold midnight. The city weeps. Neon burns. It's cold at midnight. It pulls me near. I keep driving though there's nothing here. Cold midnight. The city weeps. Only neon knows. Secrets I keep. It's cold at midnight. Only neon knows. It's cold at midnight.
So I want you to imagine Michael Mann shot this video. You have lots and lots of shots of the front wheel of the car as the city lights are powering off as it's driving through the city at night, right? Like that's the thing. That's the feeling I get from it. It's like almost like it's a Miami Vice driving interlude moment. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I had very like serious Lou Graham vibes from that.
Interesting. Okay. I can't remember what I was going for with that. There was something I was going for. Let me see if I can find what I was.
It definitely feels like something from like a TV show like that or a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I can't remember the band or the song right now, but the heavy sax,
Yeah.
in it.
It's Glenn Fry, baby. That was some Glenn Fry level sax.
Yes, but there's a couple other songs out there too. 80s had a lot of sax in it, and
fuck, bring it back.
yeah, I mean it sounds good. It gives it that mellow punch,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where you got to think. But no, I loved it. The Days of Wonder, you know, and then
The
song.
band Midnight Dreams Band. I've done like I can't remember how many songs have I done by this band now. I think I've done 4. Yeah. Cold at Midnight, Days of Wonder, Heroes in the Sky, and Hold the Night. And I'm just all of them. I'm like, I gotta keep making more. But I specifically do not make songs for this band in a rush. I take my time. When I'm inspired, I do something for them. Because eventually when they have an album, it's gonna be solid 10 to 12 tracks that I really, really like. Like Crimson Kiss was the same way. All right, Kama, what'd you think of it? Muted.
You're muted.
My turn. I love the sax. It kind of remind me of God. Who was that guy in the '80s? Richard Mark.
Richard Marx. Interesting.
Lyrically,
Okay,
saxophone
all right.
kind of. Yeah, I mean, I do miss the saxophone in music. Good song. Lyrically, it was all right. Lyrically, I enjoyed the music. It's a date night song. It's when you're slow dancing. It's a good song. I mean, I know I've said that now 4 times, but that's kind of where I'm at with it.
You Belong to the City is what I was going for. I was
Yeah.
going for that. So there you go.
Who
Right?
sings that?
Glenn Fry.
Glenn
and
Fry.
That's what I was thinking. That song is what I was thinking.
Yeah. All right, I got one more for you. Actually, I have a couple more for you, but I'm not sure. So, Doc, I know you're pragmatically religious or whatever. I don't even know what
Here we
religion
go.
is. And I know, Connell, you're Catholic, but you're pretty open to shit. You don't get uptight. Doc, Sergeant Dan, I got to ask you, because I know you're religious. Are you okay with something that either touches on religion or maybe even slightly sacrilegious? Is it going to offend you, or can you listen to it with an open mind?
If I'm offended, that's my problem.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Thank
That's-
you.
And then if it's that bad, if it's that heretical, and I know you're not trying to do it to offend me directly
No,
or do
no.
something to degrade me directly. So
No, the whole point of the album was that I was following this fucking mystical shit we started talking about that led, Blackbird, then fucking Bayou Saints, and then Arrow House. And I kept going down that road, and I got to Black Madonna. And Black Madonna, I did 12 fucking tracks for them. And I fully wanted to lean in to the Black Madonna witchcraft thing. Like I didn't want it to just be like, oh, it's cutesy, like, oh, I'm gonna burn some candles. No. It was like lean into it and lean into it hard.
like Day of the Dead in Mexico type stuff.
No, like sacrilegious black magic witchcraft in a cave, sacrificing, a baby mentality like that. What when the Catholics were talking about the Malefactus Malarium or whatever it is, the witch hammer, this was what they were talking about, was this kind of shit. You know what I mean?
The witch hammer. So there's a whole bunch of people that need to be taken out and fucking. Anyways,
This is now the second most popular album on the fucking site right now, and it's generating comments from people who are really into witchcraft, and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, and, including one guy today who commented with a prayer to Lilith.
whoa.
Yeah. So it's definitely touched into some crazy shit. I'll play the first song called Temple of Fire, which is I only played that one, and maybe I'll play Succubus after, but I'll leave the rest alone because the other ones get a little darker. But these are probably less sacrilegious. Like, I will not play Thorn Crowned Lover for you, because that one is literally the idea of her fucking the Messiah on the cross as he's dying and stealing his divinity. It's a fucking intensely dark song.
What were you
yeah,
drinking when
that
you
one
wrote that one?
What? Sorry, what?
Dan?
No, yeah, that one no.
No. I know my audience. Sorry, what were you saying, Connell?
I made a joke. It's like, what were you drinking when you came up with that one?
Listen, I'm a writer.
Fair
I can go to very dark parts of my soul when I need to.
Gotcha.
And
Go for it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
Black Madonna. Before we start the music, I know Madonna is Italian from my lady.
Yes.
The black, was it just the symbolism of the Black Madonna magically that made you name it this way, or was there?
So the Black Madonna is a painting. It's a very famous painting from Poland. And it's just the Madonna and the baby Jesus as a brown people. But there's also another statue called the Black Madonna, which shows up a lot in Illuminati and that kind of stuff. And the whole idea of the black and white of the Illuminati conspiracy is that they show you something pure, but they show it to you in black, which implies the inverse of it. So there is a jet out there, and I couldn't find the image of it, but I remember seeing it years ago in a documentary about this kind of stuff. There is a actual statue of the Madonna that's done in like black obsidian. It's fucking terrifying, right? Let's listen to Temple of Fire, and then we'll see if we want to do the other one. Otherwise, I have one other band, Templar, that I want to play for you guys.
Ooh, wow. Sabbath Queen.
Velvet skies, her shadow sighs, silver flame in her burning We are one in the burning rain. She whispers higher, her temple, hellfire, temple of fire. She calls me through, temple of fire. I fall to you. Her dance burning, the fever choir, temple of fire. Her night is true. Temple of fire. A temple of fire. Burning
And that's all I'm going to play from that album, because the rest of it is fully satanic. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. It's fully satanic.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, it's in the full album section.
I'll have to listen to the rest of it. The last one, the one even Sergeant Dan's like, no, I'm kind of right there with them. There's a point where even I'm like, yeah, no, that's a bit too far for me.
Yeah.
But I love the drums. I love the music.
No, this is primal.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. But like
Very
everything.
primal.
All right. So look, the songs on the album, I'll tell you the names and leave it at that. Okay. So basically, the whole concept of the album is that it's a ritual from start to finish. The whole thing is a ritual. So it starts with Ashes, then Chalice and Thorn, Crimson Altar, Crown of Flesh, Daughters of the Moon, Liturgy of Skin, Sabbath Queen, Serpent Bride, Silken Flesh, Succubus, Temple of Fire, Thorn Crowned Lover, and then Witch Wine. And it's basically a ritual, is the idea. Now, why did I do this? Because I got inspired, because I was doing mystical stuff, and that sort of stuck with me as something to do, right? But I also wanted to do the counter to that, which is Templar, which originally I was going to call Nephilim, but I went with Templar in the end because I got inspired. And their album's called Apocrypha. And I've only done 4 tracks on it. I haven't finished the album at all. I'm taking my time with it because I really want to make sure it's a good album. And they are from the mentality of Knights Templar, Gnosticism, anti-Catholicism, in that they don't, they believe, like a lot of Gnostics, that the Catholic Church is actually evil and not good and misleading people away from true spiritualism. But their stuff is all about Enochian, Key of Solomon, all that kind of stuff, that Middle Eastern sort of ancient Abrahamic mysticism is what it is. And their first song is, I played it last night, so I don't know if you heard it or not, Connell. It's called As Above, So Below.
I heard it last night.
And basically, if those of you who don't know, As Above, So Below is a term used by the Egyptian Hermetic Order and the mystery schools from the tablet of the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. And the whole idea is that what is done in heaven will be reflected upon the earth, right? Now, for UFO people, they believe that As Above, So Below refers to aliens and things like that. I like this song. You might not. We'll see.
Emerald words above, so below the rule of sands. Emerald tablet, the sage's creed. Gold from ashes, light from seed. The serpent coils, the falcon flies. Flesh will fade, but the soul defies. From the Nile to the desert wind, the truth begins where the lies rescind. As above, so below, the secret sign, heaven's fire and earth's design. Through dust, through flame, the path is shown. The light we bear is our own. Temples broken, their crowns to rust. We walk the sands with a higher trust. Stars above us, the blood below. The keys are ours and the watchers know. From the Nile to the desert wind, the truth begins where the lies rescind. As above, so below, the secret sign, heaven's fire and earth's design. Through dust, through flame, the path is shown. The light we bear is our own. No throne of Saturn, no tyrant's chain. The word eternal will still remain. The hidden wisdom, the pharaoh scroll, the fire of heaven within the soul. As above, so below, the truth revealed, the wound of ages, the scar unhealed. Through stone, through star, the path is known. The light we bear is our own. As above, so below, the light we bear is our own.
So they 100% would hunt Black Madonna. Like they would be like, let's go get these witch bitches. You know what I mean? Like they're very hardcore Old Testament type Christian-y. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Doc.
You're muted.
This is, I think, my current reigning favorite of the stuff you've done.
Wow. Okay,
I
so that-
really, really like this. I really love the Eastern influence on it. It's,
Yeah.
it's very driving. It's very purposeful and unrelenting and uncompromising. I really like that about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of the characters you play. Uncompromising. All right. Coco Connell, any thoughts?
I liked this last night. I like it again tonight. Got questions. I'm trying to get my head around. I like the Templar theme as much as it doesn't matter. I like the way this is sound. I like the driving drums in it. The guitar was amazing. Why Nephilim? My only question was, why were you going with Nephilim?
Because I was doing Middle Eastern mysticism, Key of Solomon, Gnosticism. The Nephilim was there, and I firmly am a believer that. Okay, so first of all, the word Nephilim does not mean giant. It says this: they were the Nephilim. There were giants in the earth in those days, and then something about the Nephilim. And people have always conflated the two words together to say that Nephilim means giant. It doesn't. Nephilim literally means the fallen angels.
See,
It means the angels that came down to breed with women. So the children of the Nephilim were the giants and were the abominations, but the Nephilim themselves were something else. They were angels. At least that's how I interpret the scripture on that, and it's open to interpretation. That's
Right.
the beauty of it.
I've always took it that the Nephilims were created when the sons of God met with the daughters of man. Their offspring was Nephilims.
That's one way to interpret it. Abso-fucking-lutely. But anyway, that's why I was going with Nephilim. But then I
That's
realized
the-
this was much more. This was much more Gnostic, right?
Right. No, I'm just curious. I'm just working my head around your thought processing here. Like it. I could definitely. I know a few people who play paladins that would enjoy the fuck out of the song.
Yeah, it's a little paladinic. It's a little paladaic. It's hard to explain. That word's fucked up.
I
But
can
yeah.
picture Solomon Kane slicing some bastards up to this.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, when you're done with the album, I'd love to do either a reaction video with you or just listen to,
Okay, Sergeant Dan, what do you think as the reigning, as the more Christian of the group?
Musically, this is what Stryper wish they could be.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
musically, okay. Do I have issue with the lyrics stuff? Yeah, but it's a very good, solid song. I can see where
Okay.
you're going with it, and no, and like you said, these guys. If you had the battle of the bands, okay, yeah, they realized what
Okay.
Black Madonna's trying to do.
Black
and-
Madonna are the warlocks, and fucking Templar are the paladins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They both serve their higher power, but one's gonna kill the other real fucking quick. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna listen to one more song by them. I'm gonna give you guys a choice by just telling you the titles and nothing else. Enochian Keys, Knights of Nothing, Sons of the Desert. Which one do you want to hear?
Knights of Nothing.
Knights of Nothing.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
All right.
Drums of exile, blades of flame, cast from crown, denied a name, no cross to bind, no king to trust. We rise from ashes, we rise from dust. Cast from the temple, betrayed by kings, marked as heretics, stripped of rings, no throne to serve, grave can hold us, no fire consume. We ride through ashes, we rise from tombs. The tyrants tremble, their empires fall. Nights of nothing, yet more than all. Nights of nothing, we walk the flame. No God to serve, no crown to blame. Through blood and ruin, our truth we bring. Nights of nothing, yet crown of kings. Nothing binds us, nothing breaks. Light within is all it takes. Nights of nothing. Nights of nothing. Nights of nothing.
It's like they're coming to fucking clean the heresy out of your town. You know what I mean? But like the heresy is the ruling faction and its controlled church. Like that's what. So the whole idea of that song was about the excommunication of the Templars, right? That's when they say no God to serve. They're not referring to the God, the idea of the holy. They're referring to the God of the church that excommunicated them, right? They're
Well,
like,
with King Philip egging it
Yeah.
on because he owed them money.
yes, and in Pope Innocent and all that. Trust me, I know the story well.
Yeah.
The other thing is they say no something but crown of kings. What is the crown of kings? Do you guys know that reference? Do you get the reference to crown of kings?
No, I'm missing that.
Jesus. It's Jesus. It's the Messiah. He is the crown of kings. He is the King of kings. He is the highest of high, other than God the Father, right? So this types into the whole idea that the Templar, Holy Blood, Holy Grail, the idea that the Templars protected the bloodline of Jesus. That was what they were. That's what the Grail was. It was the bloodline of Jesus, and they were protecting it, right? So this all ties into the Gnosticism and stuff. Then the fire, they talk a lot about the fire. That's Zoroastrianism. The idea of like the fire, the purifying fire, and all of these types of things. Fire can destroy, but can also purify, etc. So I'm tying all of these sort of Middle Eastern sort of mysticisms and thoughts and processes together, and then wrapping it in a Templar shield. And I fucking love it. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead. What do you guys think of that? It's okay if you didn't like it. I can take it.
Well, musically, again, this is what Stryper wished they could be. You know, I like Stryper, but what I don't like is the cheese of 80 Christian music that they had back at that time, because they were trying too hard instead of just like today, writing good lyrics, doing good music, and just letting it stand on its own. Yeah. And the sense it was a big FU to the Catholic Church. You know, that's the big part of it. And
Are you Catholic, by the way?
No, non-denominational Protestant.
Oh, interesting. Non-denominational Protestant. Okay. I was raised Church of England, aka Catholic Light.
Wait.
Same religion, half the guilt.
Yeah, exactly. And all the calories. All right. Fair enough.
Am I the
Doc,
only Catholic here?
Yes, you're the only Catholic here. Though I was communed Catholic.
Ah,
Because my mother was really worried about something happening to us and us not being communed. So the Church of England Anglican wouldn't let us do it until a certain age, but the Catholics would let us do it. So my mother made a deal, and we went, and me and my sisters were communed in the Catholic Church when we were like under 10.
Yeah, it's like seven when they do that.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Anyway, so what do you think of that, Doc? We'll get to Connell last.
I liked it a lot. I was a little confused by the lyrics a bit, but you cleared up.
Okay.
Basically, my questions there. I definitely like the previous one, but I like As Above a lot better. But that's like the super high point. But
this one too it sounds like running of horses.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the guitar thing. Like the video, you see them riding, into battle type of idea, or just endless shots of them riding across the land with torches, and like fuck. This is Templar is a fucking Paladin album at this point in time, and it's going to keep going that way. I think. All right,
I felt like this was like the charge song, and As Above is kind of like the battle song.
That's fair. Connell,
I have a couple different thoughts on this one. Musically, I love the pace. It just kept going and going and going. The crunch was amazing too. Lyrically, it was singing a history class. As I put in the private chat, Holy Friday the 13th Batman.
Yes. Dumoulin.
I think the song. I like to hear all of Black Madonna, and I'd love to hear all of this, just because there's a story between the two that could definitely be made. Them just dealing with each other.
Sure. Black Madonna is completed. This one is not. I'm still working on this album.
Right. When Saint Chance has any inkling that these bastards are showing up, he's heading out. He's a good guy. He's just not that kind of good guy,
Fair enough. You know what? We're going to listen to the last two tracks then, because I think you guys need to get all four so you can get the feeling. So we're going to do Sons of the Desert. We're going to do Enochian Keys because it's the longest one, and then we'll do Sons of the Desert last. Okay. So you know what Enochian? When I say Enochian, you know what I mean, right? The book of
Angel, language of the angels.
No, it's the Book of Enoch.
Okay, sorry.
So it's a part of the Apocrypha. All right. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. We'll see.
keys. Unlock the sky. Watch us awaken. Then the thrones defy. Saturn trembles. His crown undone. Chains are broken. The light is won. Keys of fire, script of stone. The hidden tongue becomes our own. Circles burning, stars align. The word eternal, the word divine. Blood is covenant, dust is sign. Keys of heaven now are mine. Enochian keys unlock the sky. Watchers awaken. The thrones defy. Saturn trembles. His crown undone. Chains are broken. The light is won. Keys of fire, keys of flame.
So it's a ritual. It's an invocation, right? And one of the big things that they're starting to reveal in that one is the Saturnian concept. Now, you guys familiar with the Black Sun? Saturn is the sun. It's the black sun. That's why you see a lot of Saturnian stuff in the dark occult, and sadly, in some of the Christian denominations as well too. You see a lot of Saturn symbolism, and Saturn is considered the black sun, especially by the Gnostics and by the Templars. So the whole idea here is that this is the invocation before they ride into battle. This is when they're all gathered together and they're anointed. It's remember in Dune when they showed the Sardaukar and they were all kneeling in the rain and the guy's like, well, this is their version of that. Now I know it's long as fuck and I know it's slow, but what'd you think?
Yeah, this definitely wouldn't make top 40.
Oh fuck no.
This would not be released by the producers.
This is the one the kids smoke a lot of weed to and put lava lamps up. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, okay, sure. As above, so below's a rocker, but if you listened, like really listened to Enoki and Keys, man, like it's that kind of song. Yeah, totally. Doc, you're muted or you have no opinion?
I'm not sure what to think of it, actually, yet. I like the music a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, very Middle Eastern vibe
Yes.
to it.
Connell, you're deathly silent.
I like the lyrics. I like the song. It was long.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue anywhere near that. That's incredible. That's what, 4 minutes? 4 plus?
7 minutes, 24 seconds.
7 minutes. Holy shit.
Yeah. 7 minutes, 25, I think.
Yeah, this is the song where the other song was all right. Let's gear up and rock and roll. This one is sit down. I got something I need to tell you 5 hours later.
All right, fair. I warned you it was the long one. All right, let's do Sons of the Desert, the last one I've made for them. I haven't finished the rest of the album yet, but let's do Sons of the Desert.
The banners fall, the temples fade. We walk the path, the silence made. Exiled men with burning eyes beneath the black and endless skies. Sons of the desert, cast in flame, branded with exile, stripped of name. From dust we rise, in fire we stand, angels of ruin, born of sand. The night is wide, the stars confess their secret codes, their holiness. The wind is scripture, the stones recall the voice of heaven outside the wall. Sons of the desert, cast in flame, branded with exile, stripped of name. From dust we rise.
prophet, light the seed. No throne remains, no empire saves. The truth is carved on broken graves. The watcher's eyes in silence gleam through smoke and ash, through fractured dream. We are the ones the crowns deny, the sons who live, though kings may die. Sons of the desert, cast in flame, branded with exile, stripped of name. Through dust, through fire, the path is planned. The sun's eternal, born of sand. No crown, no cross, no name to bear. Only the sand, the blood, the prayer. No crown, no cross, no name to bear. Only the sand, the blood, the
So the whole idea is that after being, betrayed, they fled into the desert, and that's where they met the mystics, who revealed the gnosis to them, and showed them their path, and showed them the truth, and showed them the secrets of the stars and things like that. So the mysticism of this is that it's almost like Paul Atreides becoming a Fremen. You know what I mean? It's like the idea that the secrets of the desert have now shown them their true path, which is to destroy this true heresy, which has accused them of what it actually is, right? That's the whole idea. Anyway, there we go. That's my thought. Anyway, go ahead, guys. What do you got?
I like this a lot more than the last one. It's got very. I'm not sure how to put it really. It's got this kind of like rising anger.
Yeah.
Going to
It's
with it.
it's the sequence after the hero's been beaten, and now he's returning and he's walking and he's heading towards the ultimate showdown, right? And it's before he's rallied the troops, and it's like, oh fuck, John Wick's mad now. I just got that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Connell? Actually, let's go Sergeant Dan and we'll go Connell last.
This is almost like a call. This song comes before Enochian Keys. This is the call to gather them up, to prepare them for the ritual, to prepare them to go.
Okay.
That's kind of the vibe I got. And
Sure.
Your Sons of the Desert, they're rising up, they're coming and gathering together. So
That's fair. All right, Connell.
I kind of want to go play Warhammer Fantasy now.
That's funny.
Actually, just the whole feel of that is, it's great. There's a drive in those songs that sticking with the RPG aspect of it, you could definitely get a room full of gamers ramp up for that night's campaign or setting with those Night of Nothing, Sons of the Desert, Sand. There's a couple of them that would just get ramped up for that type of gaming.
Sure.
Like I said before, I'm very much interested in seeing how this album turns out. It kind of scares me in a sense. Being Catholic, I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. Being Catholic, I've met people out there that are very much, I don't say anti-Catholic, but anti-Catholic to a degree where this song would just like be their anthem. This whole album would be their anthem of everything that's wrong with the Catholic Church and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a few nutters commenting on the when he released this one.
This is the way of things, man.
Yeah, it's like I said, it kind of scares me, but it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of what the fuck scenario. Me being Catholic, I even have problems with the head office. It's interesting. As you said earlier, you are a writer. Have the creativity to go into places that most people probably shouldn't, but you do, and that's awesome. I now have to make a few phone calls and go to church tomorrow.
You're funny.
Not going to be a big hit with the Opus Dei crowd.
No.
Oh,
The Jesuits will not be fans of this album. That's for
I
sure.
mean, I'm the Catholic let's likes to mess around with a young priest and trying to convince them that Odin didn't die; he became Santa Claus.
That learn to rephrase that sentence better because you said I like to mess around with the young priests.
yeah. There are a few cardinals that did that and still have not been held accountable for it.
Right? Yeah. It just hits. This whole album just hits different. It's.
I love playing paladins, man.
I don't. They annoy the ever living.
Yeah, I was just thinking this could be interesting ideas for like a crusade campaign where this third faction comes in like, no, we're gonna kick all your asses.
And we're more likely to side with these guys who live. I'm just saying, But,
between. I can't see this one being anywhere near the top 40 list that you have. Not that they're bad songs. It's just
they're not top 40 material.
Yeah.
And Connell, you were talking about having, music to gear up for a gaming group. Even the music and just having the music of the rhythm and that Eastern image,
Yeah.
the very, you could feel the ancientness.
I
driving it.
Deeply agree. I'd be interesting. I'm do medieval reenactment. I dress up as a Celt and an Irish war band, and it'd be interesting for me if Bear decides to go that route and what it comes out to be. Because honestly, if I was a group full of Templars in Dag here, this would be before we go to any of our big events. Right? If I sit down, gear up, I'm putting this music on, concentrate, do whatever you need to do. Let's get ahead into the game. This is going to help.
Yeah. It's all in the name of creativity. It's not a judgment of anyone. It's not an endorsement of anything. Both of these albums, basically Templar and Black Madonna, they're not my pro or con on anything. They're just part of the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference for me.
Well,
they're not meant to be. Sorry, go ahead. Ben.
And that's the thing too, is in every good story, you have the absolute evil. The people that had just abandoned themselves to it.
Oh, sorry,
and then
giant cat.
You have
It's a
the
mystery.
good. Hey, Misty. And then you have the good, And then you have the people doing less than savory things for the right reason.
Yeah.
And where does that leave your soul when you do that?
The cobblestones to hell are created from good intentions.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, sir.
I like cobblestones. That's how it was told to me as a kid, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Fertility potatoes.
But what about the asphalt of good intentions?
Oh, well, the
You make a
asphalt
road to
of
hell
good
like that,
intentions is the Roman legion road of good intentions.
There's definitely a philosophical argument to this album. You know, argument not being a bad thing, just an argument can be made. Of all the albums that I have listened to or do reaction from you, Bear, this one is in my top 4 right now.
Oh, wow. This ain't been done.
Just because how much it unnerves me. There's an emotional
Response.
response to it. And even if, you know, my opinion on Paladins being what it is, if the music moves me, good, bad, or good or bad, it gets put on the list. It gets put on my, okay, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? Is it me or is there, you know, scenario? There's a campaign I'm in right now every other Monday where I play a guy named Chance. He's a Creo in Space Spelljammer or something like that. And I was listening to Swamp St. Bayou before I got into that, get geared up for that game.
Bayou Saints.
And it just put me in the right mood all fucking night for that game, and it's fun.
Yeah, which is why you're not going to be allowed to play a character called Chance if we ever play Heroic.
I was thinking of other names.
I'm going to make your character. That's what I'm going to do, and you're going to take on the character.
So this is the character. These are your lines.
No, this is your pre-gen character. Bring them to life, please.
Okay.
He did that with Mr. Amazing, and I like the challenge because a lot of times you have your character concept, but to take the concept that the GM gives you and bring that to life, that's a challenge for a player.
Yeah. I've never done that before. I think I'm gonna do that with the next game I run.
I've never been in a
cuts
campaign.
down on the amount of bullshit from players' egos.
I'm sure. I've never been in a campaign where DM's like, "Here's your character, make it work."
Con games, yeah, but that's a 4-hour session.
Yeah.
It's a one and done. But to do it for a campaign where you got to wrap your head around the character concept, and
it's what scared me about his superhero game. And I love a lot of the music that he's coming out of it. You know, Silverback and the Randos.
Silverback is a frightening song.
No, just the album, Silverback and the Randos. And even, I'm sure all you guys seen Firefly at one point or the other.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's that scene where Mal's having a duel with that one guy and he beats him. Mm-hmm. And the guy, he was in Dark Man, says it's a sign of a great man to show mercy. And he kind of stabs him. You know, I'm a good guy. Stabs him again. I'm an all right guy. That's kind of who I am. So playing a superhero campaign scares me because I don't want to disappoint Bear because I enjoy his company greatly. It's just being put in a position where that's just not who I am. I don't know if I can act that.
I'm flattered, but I'm single and staying that way. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sure your cat's
you can enjoy my company at a distance. I hear. I see what you're saying, and that's why I will make sure that I give you a character that A, plays to your strengths, but also B, challenges you.
Yeah,
that's what I did with Mr. Amazing. I took all of Dan's strengths, which are his upbeat, good-natured, positivity, and that kind of stuff, and then I gave him the challenge of, but you're also a fucking relic in a world that's changing. Good luck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in wrapping my head around that, he knows where he is in this Bronze Age. It's not what it was, but he sees where it's going.
Yeah, this asshole. Just living his best life.
Of course.
Not a care in the fucking world. And then this one, oh wait, there's his head. There it is. This one right perched. It's because they've decided it's food time, despite the fact they have food in their bowl. And they're both mad at me because I had tuna for supper, but they didn't get to have tuna. So they're because it's not Tuna Tuesday. What the fuck? You get tuna on Tuesday, boys. Anyway, I back to the music and not getting too far down the heroic rabbit hole. I enjoy making music for the world because it makes the world come more alive, and it has caused me to have more lore. And something interesting has happened. Valorous. Valorous is a TV show in the world of heroic, right? In the Zenith universe, Valorous is a TV show, but it's also a role-playing game, and it's also lore. I have a setting, the Kingdom of Caldara, and all that. Well, there's a term in the Zenith universe that also shows up in Caldera. Do you want to know what it is, Connell? Osura, the Bone Orchard. Osura is the door between the two worlds. The Bone Orchard, you can go to Caldara, or you're from Caldara, you can come to Zenith. But it's not an easy trip.
Fair enough.
Which is why I'm going to do the version of Valorous I have right now, which is based on 5e. And then I'm going to dive in afterwards and do the heroic port of it. So that way you could play a campaign using both. And send your heroes to Caldara, or send your Caldarans to the Zenith Earth, and vice versa, and have fun with it. So that's the thing. So, hey, nerds, what's up? So that's what all this music does, is it gives me lore. It gives me inspiration. It makes me think more about the world and how I want things to do. So today I posted on the Patreon. I guess we are going to talk about this because it's related to the music a little bit, but I posted something on the Patreon today, which is not Super Robot Galvanos, who is super fucking cool. It's Union, the United Nations Initiative on Neogenesis. Now, if you read the Patreon and you look up Neogenesis, you'll find all this stuff about in utero manipulation of children, creating induced mutants and things like that. And then suddenly the United Nations is referring to superpowered people as Neogenesians and talking about their rights and how they have all of this. And they're creating the United Nations Initiative on Neogenesis, Union, which is going to be a super team made up of international superheroes that they can then respond to threats beyond the ken of normal man. So, you know, there's a lot of people they read what I write and they don't connect the dots sometimes. There is a deep fucking subplot running through this universe. And it goes all the way back to World War II. And then it goes all the way forward to the end of time. And then it goes all the way back to the Big Bang. And it's all fucking stitched together, but you have to find the threads. Otherwise, it's just an interesting superhero world. Yay! But if you find the threads, it's deep. You know what I mean? And your characters can explore something really interesting. I may run a campaign someday that gets into the threads. I have in the past with my face-to-face group, and it was quite entertaining. But for now, you know, it is what it is. So the music helps me explore it. It helps me develop it. And that's why. So that's why I like doing this reaction stuff with you guys. Because sometimes you'll say something about one of the songs that I didn't think about. And then when I consider it in my head, I go, you know what? That's actually a good idea. That's actually a good connection. That's a piece of connective tissue that I never thought of, but I really like it. So I'm going to add that in. You know what I mean? So there we go. So thank you, gentlemen.
No, thank you. It's a fun ride.
Wow. It's not over yet. Hold on to your ticket. But it is over for tonight because we've done 2 hours and 45 minutes of this, and it's after 10. It's coming up on 11. And even though it's Labor Day weekend, I don't want to be up till 2 in the morning again like I was last night. Any final comments, thoughts, or feelings about this whole ride, gentlemen?
I'm very much looking forward to hearing this Templar album completed now. I'm very stoked for this.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be worth the wait. I don't know. I've got the songs. I think let me just check my notes here. I think I've laid out all the song titles and what they're about, but I need to add one because I think I forgot one I wanted to add. Yeah. So we've got As Above, So Below, Knights of Nothing, Sons of the Desert, Enochian Keys. Then there's Sword of Orion, Blood of the Grail, Seraph's Fall, Desert Crown, Black Sun Rising, Ashes of Eden, Rule of 72, The Seventh Seal, and then the last one is called, and I can never pronounce this, Ophiuchus, the 13th sign of the zodiac that's been removed, the hidden sign, the serpent bearer, the 13th key, Ophiuchus or something. I can't remember how to pronounce it properly. And hopefully I'll be able to get
I
the
think it's
song.
Opachius, but I'm not sure.
I honestly
It's the
don't
dude
know.
with the snake arms.
Yeah, I think so. Chandra, yeah, it's Chandra. Yeah. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Officious.
Yeah, I think so. How to pronounce? Let's find out. Let's go, and we'll get all those stupid shit. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. That's how you pronounce it, apparently. Ophiuchus. Now, let's see if anybody on the internet pronounces it properly, because there's always those pronunciation videos, and it's always some guy with like a super thick accent. Wait, I haven't even shared this with you. I'm so sorry. This guy kills me because he's not even an English speaker, and he's always putting on like these videos on fucking YouTube about how to pronounce shit.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this large constellation straddling the celestial equator. Of course, this is also a zodiac sign. How do you go about pronouncing it? Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus.
Ophiuchus. The
That matches.
constellation of Ophiuchus.
There we go.
The Ophiuchus zodiac sign. Ophiuchus.
No, that matches the phonetic spelling I found of Ophiuchus. So there we go. That's the 13th track, Ophiuchus. So basically, Sword of Orion, cosmic mysticism, Orion's blade, force of stars, man reborn as celestial warrior in apocalyptic skies, blood of the Grail, profane yet reverent. The Grail is womb, salvation, and eternal feminine, not in the cross of corruption. Seraph's Fall, dark and brooding, a tale of rebellion in heaven. Wings torn, obedience broken, desire and truth rising from the ashes of faith. Desert Crown, swaggering and regal, kingship in exile, a throne of sun and sand, scorpions as guards, the desert itself as coronation. Black Sun Rising, a warning hymn. Saturn's false sun ascends, hollow and corrupt, destined to be broken by Revelation's light. Ashes of Eden, brooding and sensual, Eden retold as liberation, Eve and Adam reborn in rebellion, the serpent's wisdom exalted. Rule of 72, the Knight's Law, echoing the Latin rule. This hymn outlines the conduct and ideals of Templar discipline, their brotherhood bound not by crown but by code. The Seventh Seal, apocalyptic dirge, revelation-filled, trumpets, angels, the undoing of Saturn's empire, fire closing the cycle, and Ophiuchus, the hidden sign, the serpent bearer, the 13th key, the eternal struggle of death and healing reconciled in cosmic revelation, their last word. So those are the songs I have yet to create. I haven't even written the lyrics for them yet. And I'm taking this album super slow. Super slow. Like it's not going to be done anytime soon because I want to make sure the songs are really good before I put them out. You know what I mean? Because this is a big one for me. This is of all the ones, this is probably the closest to my theology or my philosophy of mysticism and the world, right? I do not believe in magic. I do not believe in religion. I do believe in a higher power. I'm an agnostic theist is what they call me. I don't know, but I want to know, and I believe there is something. So this is more my speed. And I've been leaning into learning about Gnosticism, which is interesting, but I don't agree with all of Gnosticism either, but it does lead me down other paths like Zoroastrianism and things like that, where I get to, and again, I feel like all of the mythologies have pieces of truth in them, but no one is complete truth. And that's where I'm, so that's my ideal, right? Always seeking the truth, seeking gnosis, but you only achieve gnosis apparently when you feel it. Like you feel, Now, for some people, that's their current religion. They feel they know. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I do not fault them so long as they're not hurting other people. You know what I mean? Like believe what you believe and you're good. But I was raised, and I'm a very protective person by nature. And so, as I used to say to one of my students, if you believe that rock is your God, that's between you and your rock. The minute you and your rock start telling other people how to live their lives or hurting other people for your beliefs, now you, me, and your rock have a problem, and that's what I won't stand for. So hence you can understand why paladins and Templars and knights and all that have always interested me, but from the higher pure mind of the protection of the that mentality. So I don't know. Maybe I just read a little too much fucking Ivanhoe as a kid. Who knows? I don't know.
My oldest Laszlo, he reads. He's not as big of a reader as I am, but he'll sit there and read. His autism keeps his book selection always interesting. He just got done reading a little while the Dan Brown series.
Ah, yeah.
And he's like, "You're a Catholic." I'm like, "Yeah." "Have you read these books?" "Yeah, yeah." He's like, "What do you think?" "Well, I have 2 points of view on them, and YouTube is not the place to share them."
Specifically, this channel is not the place to share them, to be quite
Right.
honest. So we'll let that go. But yeah, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be more. I'm always making more music and more music and more music, so there will be more for sure. And I'm always happy to have you guys on to be part of it. Any other final thoughts before I wrap this up, boys?
No, this is fun. And like you said, it's giving depth to the comic book universe you got, and it's giving depth to the games we're playing in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been real fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
Connell?
always enjoy these.
Oh, I'm glad you do, Connell. Well, even the pop shit, dude.
Well, it's fun shitting on it.
Any final words, Connell?
I hope everybody has a good week ahead of you. I look forward to hanging out with you again. Wednesday is my birthday. When I get back from St. Louis, I might do a show just to see who's all out. Other than that, I look forward to hanging out with you guys on next reaction panel and having Bear, give me all kinds of hell. It's all kinds of fun.
I don't give you all kinds of hell. I give you minimal amounts of hell. You deserve way more than I give you.
Do you know
Peace, everybody. Remember, music is the glue that holds the world together, and that's what matters more than anything else.